All right, folks, welcome back to another video. Of course, actually, this is highly inaccurate. The sample goal is inaccurate. I don't know why you guys are seeing the sample goal, which says, anyways, but check this out. This is what I was talking about a while ago with the little, it's a test. Ain't that cute? It's really nice. So, anyways, this is some of the new things. One of the key features we'll be having in the future. We'll be adding up. So. For your account chat box. Let's check. All right, folks. So first, let's get it over. Let's get it over with, folks. Let's make the. Let's spin the wheel for the. Let's spin the wheel. So what we gotta do now? Salad for lunch. All right, folks. You know what you gotta do next? You gotta have some salad for lunch. So as far as my Twitter account is concerned, this video is a little bit on the short side. I'm not gonna call. I mean, this is a little nickname that I have for myself, Crypto Doc. The reason is that I am a doctor, and unlike most doctors that I know, I am highly into cryptocurrency. Sorry, folks. So I'm highly interested into cryptocurrency for many reasons. The facility of transactions, the freedom that is related to it, and I just like the fact that there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of youth into the crypto world. And let me show you out of my own time in this, learning a little bit about day trade online on YouTube, on where I get some of my information. A lot of people folks, what exists, in my opinion, in to be successful, and I've had quite a little bit of success in cryptocurrency, and it does, folks, when you have $500 and you turn it to $2,000, that's success. That is tremendous success. In fact, try seeing how many of your investments in a year go from $500 to $2,000. The reason is, I'm not calling on the basis of I mean, I'm not saying that you should value success on how many millions of dollars you do at the end of the year, but I'm more valuing success on the methodology. At least this is my methodology, and that's the solidity that I'm basing it on. And it's based on a lot of effort, a lot of time that I spent on this. And the bottom line, what I have found for myself after learning a little bit about day trade, after spending a lot of freaking time trying to break myself, spending hours and hours and hours studying freaking charts, understanding the Tenkan Chen, the Kijun Chen, the Shinken Span, the Ichimoku cloud, all that stuff, you know, the oscillator, the all these, you know, the trends, all the trading, the day trading stuff. Bottom line, there is way too much information, and the issue is this. Let me explain to you why this is a fucking problem. This is the problem. You see that? And this is the problem. It doesn't matter how good of a trader you are. You cannot do 1,400 cryptocurrency checks on a frigging day. You cannot possibly humanely do that on a daily basis. In fact, a real person needs to be constantly checking a particular cryptocurrency. If you're going to be a day trader, you have to be on the lookout to see how that, you know, how the chart's evolving through time. So if you're gonna do a proper job, you have to do it on the basis. I mean, how are you gonna find a good opportunity on 100 of these and then put, you know, your sell orders and then move your money around? It takes time, and if you, I think it's something that if you do it, if you're on your own, so that's the thing. If I have folks, if I put $500, let's say somebody that wants to put, some people are all in into cryptocurrencies. How can you do, for example, for me, I'm a physician. How can I be a doctor, go full-time doctor, and at the same time do this? Absolutely impossible. So this is why you know, I am actually quite thankful for a lot of these people here, and this is why I wanted to make this video on the cryptocurrency world, and in particular, let me show you the ones that I have really used and that I have found to be particularly interesting. And let me tell you the 3 highest ones that I use in terms of getting my information, and that I actually pretty much like the way that they make their calls. Zisu is one of the top 2 that I like. I think the top 2, it would be CryptoRand would be probably the number 1 that I do, for a simple reason is, look, this dude makes calls and they're pretty straightforward. They're straightforward. The guy says, you know, key things like RSI, max. He's telling you basically, if you look at the chart, he's telling you the stock RSI is basically, he was saying that it was basically being oversold, so it's time to buy. He's giving you all these details that he's talking about the Ichimoku cloud. He's talking about a bunch of things. And he's being very straightforward about it. You know, all-time high. It's freaking Twitter, folks. You have like 140 characters to give as much information as possible. And basically, I have listened to this guy on a couple of his places, like DNC, and I have made upwards of 100. I've made about 200% return on investment on that alone. So thank you to CryptoRand. It actually turned out that it paid for that investment. So that's one that I'm calling out through quite a few of things, among other ones. But anyways, there's a lot of them that these guys, you know, are constantly calling out on a daily basis. These guys, I don't know where they live. They're somewhere else in the Philippines or God knows where, and I don't know what they do. This was the previous picture. If those of you knew him in the past, he used to have this horse dude before and whatever. But like this, fucking A, dude. When sorry for the language, folks. I know it's inappropriate. My apologies. But in terms of information, you know, this is when these guys are giving you calls when the graph is here, and this is what I want to see when I have a frigging 1,400 cryptocurrencies to go through. I don't have time. Certainly not when I'm a physician. So I'm trying to work as hard as possible to gather as much money as possible, so I can hopefully one day invest more than $500 into cryptocurrency. And then sure enough, these guys are giving us calls to invest into there. And then sure enough, they've given I don't even have one. I don't have Bitcoin actually, but I have the DNC coin that he advised on. He gave a call before, and it turned out to be a pretty good investment. I haven't sold it yet, and it goes up and down, but I think I doubled the investment, and I'm pretty happy with it. Bottom line, they are doing the research. These guys are devoted 100% on that. They're highly active on Twitter, and folks, they don't charge anything, okay? They don't charge anything. You know what that means? How many people do you have access to that give you any type of advice in this society that don't charge you anything? These people are actually working full time, they're making money for themselves, and they are not charging you anything. You never see this in this society. But this is the future. In my opinion, the future of mankind is this type of highly successful individuals that reach out to people because they are so successful and they are part of a younger and newer type of individual. Folks, how many of those and look, they follow all these trendy things of like, oh yeah, I want to be like the guy on television, Wolf of Wall Street. Oh, let me rent out a Ferrari, take pictures and all that stuff. Oh, it's the life of the successful man. Sure, it's this very superficial thing. Who cares? They're living the dream. They're living the dream that most people would kill to live. But the bottom line is they are giving you excellent. I mean, is it financial advice? You do what you want, folks, but it's paid out for some of the investments that they're saying over there. For some people, you do what you want. But I have followed, and I am telling you what I've done myself. I have followed Crypto Core's advice on a couple of occasions. Not all that many, to be honest. Crypto Core is the latest I've seen of his video of his stuff is actually not much information, but I don't know if it was the holidays or something, but it was more like like this type of videos. So whatever, it's like pictures, beaches. So not too much of a fan of that type of stuff. I don't really care about that. But Crypto Oracle, this kid is, I would say, probably the most mature investor. Most people would highly benefit from listening, at least listening to the videos of this kid on the basis of mindset, because there is something you need to do is do the right investment. But then you need to have the right type of mindset. This I wouldn't say child, this gentleman, this young man is actually, I would say, an excellent model to have in terms of maturity. From the videos that I've seen on YouTube from him, he's actually very interested in day trading, and I tried joining his group. I didn't see there was too much action in it. Actually, I have given pretty damn good advice to some people there in regards to taxation, at least those that live in Canada. Most people don't know much about taxation anyways. But anyways, Crypto Oracle, I have definitely listened to some of his advice in terms of investing. Lately, he's going into... anyways, love the kid. I say kid because he has a young face, but excellent. Actually, I went from him and into other of the other people making advices. Superman. So Superman is one of like the entertainers of this guy is like one of the most common entertainers of YouTube, I would say in terms of cryptocurrencies, I've made, dude. I was very interested in him on oh, what was it that he was doing back in the days? Yeah, like back in August, no, in October, he was saying like anyways, he had, I don't want to like, he was recommending, he had like a secret currency, secret this, secret that, join my course, I'll reveal the secret currency thing. I actually joined his course, followed most of the classes. Really interesting guy. Learned a lot. I actually learned a lot about cryptocurrency from him and his YouTube videos, and he was one of the first ones that I listened to. So definitely, folks, these guys are giving you advice that is extremely valuable if you're interested in the cryptocurrency world. And these people have jumped into the ship. These guys are, unfortunately and fortunately, quite at the same time, there's two different types of people. Those that are actually watching a video such as the one that I have right now uh, are a type of individual, and they are those that have interest in this type of subject. And then there's the rest of the population that really watch TV and have an opinion that's basically not an opinion, but they hear, their stimulus on and their knowledge is extremely minute in terms of what's going on. They really know only whatever the television hosts and the program directors are preparing for them. But anyways, just to help you folks which have decided to watch something that you're trying to find good quality material, these are the people that I definitely recommend watching. So Crypto Oracle, definitely. Zisu, I have made investments on this guy's advice, and they have turned out pretty good. Look at this, Neo. Folks, it's time to invest in Neo. January 10th, Neo just broke through the Ichimoku cloud. It's here. It's gonna turn bullish. So in a few, it's gonna turn bullish. It's still it's a weak signal in terms of bullish, but it just broke through resistance. So it just got into the first support. Anyways, not the first support. And yeah, definitely the blue just the thinking anyways, they just crossed the man. This is a buy signal, folks. I have to like learn all these there's in terms of learning about trading, day trading. So these are the guys I like to follow: Crypto Oracle, Crypto Rand. I think probably the one I like the most is Crypto Rand because he's putting all these charts on a daily basis, and it's very straightforward. I don't have to lose too much time. I just go to this thing. I see, okay, what's going on? What's up? Boom, I'm out. And Viz, last one I've listened to Viz quite on a few occasions, and certainly it hasn't been bad. I think Viz was the dude. There's this, yeah, I think it was Viz. Was it Viz? Man, that was like the stupidest thing I did. One of these kids said, "Oh yeah, I'm putting like a freaking gamble." Oh yeah, look at this. Come on, Viz. GRC breaking through Klumo Cloud. Look at this other one, Via. This, folks, look how much time it took me to find 3 cryptocurrencies going through the same process. So let's see here if the Kenshin broke over the not really. So probably price here was gonna keep on going lower. I would assume. Boom! So the blue crossed over the red, or the red crossed over the blue. Let me see the price line, the red line. I have to review which. The price went up. goes over resistance, and then it just skyrockets to freaking. Anyways, so these kids, far more knowledgeable than I am in any. Look, folks, they even help you out, putting out the buying signals. Look here, very clear buying signals. To me, it's not. I'm learning to. I'm going through the same processes, trying to learn what they're thinking. And look, these kids are even so freaking well disciplined. They're actually doing this at the same time, and they're going on. Not only do they circle it out, but they then go online. They go online and they do updates. They're like, well, day number 2, plus 30% on as compared from the day before. So they have thousands of followers, but they have thousands of followers because they've made. If you actually calculated how many people, these people, the money that these kids have made, accumulations of what they did themselves plus what others people did on basis of their recommendations, now you're talking probably extremely well off financial advisors. I mean, thank you, folks. But sadly, there's no way to thank these guys out other than making videos like this or checking out the comments. People love them. I think they have a great community of people following them, but it's because of this. Finding this information, folks, takes time. And that's where you just go to I go to their Twitters, folks. It gives me 5 minutes. It takes me 5 minutes. And look, you check that thing. I know, okay, so via, I have to go to Bittrex. If I want to buy Bittrex, should have bought it yesterday on Bittrex. I should have bought via, let's say $100 of Bittrex on via. There was a buying signal, definitely a good buying signal because the future, the Kumo clause showing that it's going to turn into a support, so the price is just going to go up from there. This is what it means. Furthermore, yep, that's it. That's basically it. So in a nutshell, this is my little knowledge, folks. I just have little knowledge. With my little knowledge, I learned more, folks. I didn't know anything about a chart like this 2 months ago. Absolutely nothing. I didn't know anything. I didn't know what the red thing was. I didn't know what stock RSI was. Damn it, I didn't know absolutely anything. And then I just started. I was like, what the hell is this? And then I started Googling it. I started Wikipediaing it, and then I start looking on YouTube. It pays out to look. It pays out to do your research. And certainly all these kids learned it. I say kids, folks, because they're young. These guys are young, and they have made it. And to some degree, they've made it. Some of them are far more profitable than most physicians will be. The idea behind that, on my opinion, is that it's a matter of hard work. These kids are there. If you look at the times they're posting, it's like 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m., and then 10 p.m. These guys are posting like all times. The other kid, look, let me show you something. Let's change it to CryptoDoc. I think that's a cool name. What's Zizu that was all fucked up the other day? Zizu. Let me show you something. I really want to show you guys something. This guy was in the freaking hospital, folks, with an IV line, fucking posting on Bitcoin and trades and shit. The guy had a cab driver bring him his laptop so he could do more trading as he was in the hospital. So, I mean, is that he's obsessed with money or whatnot? Look, excellent financial advice. Thank you, bro. Folks, I bought some Omni when it was 80, thanks to his advice. I think it's at 120 or 108. The idea behind, screw the price of that, is that the structure of the apparatus of the research is is how do I say that, is, you know, the more you work, folks, on something, the more you develop a better system on it. So I'm actually gonna keep working tonight on the cryptocurrency. Today's my first video. I've actually never made a video on the cryptocurrency in regards to finding information, but my dream, my actual, I'm not even gonna talk about that, but let's just say that for the time being, in terms of making money in cryptocurrency, uh, this is the way to go. The way to go is, if you want to invest $100, if you real folks, if you want to see if cryptocurrency can make you money, this is where you would go. You watch this video, which is now at 23 minutes. You follow these guys, invest it exactly where these guys are recommending to invest it. These guys, don't do your own stuff. First, learn what they're saying. Learn to do what they're saying, and then go through the Superman Udemy course. It costs like $10. Hopefully, I mean, hopefully it's $10 still. Or and even better than that, watch all the videos online. I watched Kid Warren. Uh, this guy also makes quite a lot of videos. The idea behind it is that interesting. 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 But anyways, so there's a lot of things that you guys can be doing in terms of cryptocurrency, and it really starts with uh, getting information. I think for most people, $100 is not too much for a first investment. If you don't have a first $100 to invest, folks, it's not about money. Structure. You need first to have the structure. The structure means knowing absolutely everything of cryptocurrency. If you don't have the money, folks, then you can make an empire on information. And then if you are smart, then you know that information is actually worth far more than your shitty $100. Actually, some of these guys on their YouTube videos have made far more money than you will ever turn $100 into, ever. No matter how good you are in any type of trading, on any type of, I mean, the skilless, the best trader in the world is not as good as these guys have become in terms of, and I don't mean these guys on Twitter doing the research, because these guys are real researchers. I mean YouTubers that are, you know, that basically have become marketeers of information. So if you don't have money, then invest on making your channel, and investing on selling the information and communicating the information, and become a good communicator, because that's a source of income. Then work on the what people are interested in, which is simplifying the methods of acquiring information in terms of okay. So another thing that I wanted to show you folks is this guy. Let me see. There is this guy that has this is, let me show you guys the guy that I basically learned some of the Ichimoku stuff from. He has videos which are excellent, definitely excellent. There's something about how he explains it that is just straightforward, clear. Not only is it straightforward, clear, he has on his videos there is a particular like a script for the Ichimoku that gives you, highlights you the signals that are buy signals. It's like an automatic trader that tells you now it's a good buying opportunity, but it doesn't automatically buy it for you, but it tells you thing. I don't know how it does it. It gives you an alert or something. I have to find his videos, and I will, folks. Just give me a moment. But just ask for all you need to do is ask him to email you, and at least he sent it to me. He sent it to quite a bunch of people. Kumo, the cloud. Man, what the hell? I think his name is. And I don't have my laptop today. Actually, it's under repair. It's getting, the keyboard got all messed up. But 4 months, 3 months after I bought it, it wasn't working well anymore. And they're finally repairing it today. So shit. Anyways, I have, after watching his videos, I watched some of his videos. I have to say that just like learning on how to break down the Ichimoku cloud system, folks, that makes the price, that indicator makes the price thing kind of, it helps tremendously. It does help quite a lot. Oh man, I just don't know how to find. Oh, maybe I guess upload rating. His videos are rated, I think, probably extremely well. It was some of the best ratings that I had seen. What the hell? Where's all this trash? The worst part is that I subscribed to his channel and I don't see it now. I subscribed this freaking morning. What have you here? Nope. Man. Ichimoku Cloud. Have some old trash metal songs in my history of Well, screw it, folks. Can't find it. Sorry. But anywho, let's make an example. Let's see if we can do like a live example of one of my favorite cryptocurrencies. Let's see where it's going at. Let's go through Twitter. It's all the stuff I've been looking at. So let's see. So you've all been doing pretty damn shitty lately, folks. Let me see. Ethos. So speaking of Superman recommended we buy Ethos like back down here. This is where I bought Ethos. Thanks. Alright, so this is, what is this? So it got oversold on stock RSI. It's probably a good buying time. Let's see on the... So you see, folks, this is just a price line. The Ichimoku's down here. What is this? Yeah, I have to review the readings, what this means, what the support systems mean. Don't remember it by heart. But there's at least above the price. It'd be nice if these were all on the same overlaying over the price. But there's at least 2 layers of support. Even though the price is the trend is bullish, is bearish, and here it's gonna be starting a bullish trend. So price should be going up starting probably 3 o'clock. So we would expect the prices to go on rather on the high side. These 2 lines, which are straight, the red crossed over the blue. So I believe this is a selling signal, which would explain why this started going towards the selling side. The stock RSI started going more towards the selling. This is the 1 minute, the 1 month. So this is the 5. Let's see. So check this out. Is it a good time to buy? So fuck. Is it a good time to sell this cryptocurrency? I don't know. Actually, look at this. So we are January the 10th, basically January the 11th, almost in some places of the world. According to this price, the Ichimoku, we should have a trend which starting the 12th, so basically tomorrow, or halfway through the day of tomorrow, where the price is gonna go up. The trend switches, and sure enough, the red just went over the blue. And this is on the so it depends how you see in what time frame you see these transactions, folks. So as you can see here, this is on the daily trade. If you look at the daily trades, so basically this is an area where you probably would suggest that it's a good time to be buying for several reasons. There is still, although the blue line just crossed over the Kumo cloud into the area underneath, um, which basically is a sign of which would be more of like a time to sell. This is a sign that the stock RSI is suggesting that it's being oversold, that the stock is actually being oversold. So the price can only go in one direction, you would assume. And then the Ishimoku cloud basically speaks of the trend overall in this time frame, and it basically says that the trend is actually bullish. So the trend at this point in time, as far as the past projected this period to be, is actually to be on the upper side. So according to the trend of this cryptocurrency, this is a time period where the actual thing should have been on the upper side. So selling is not what we would have expected in this time period, according to the rates of this cryptocurrency. And so let me see. Mami, por favor, miren a ver si Efigenia todavía está abajo, porque él tiene la llave y si bajo a ver si él está abajo, pues no puedo entrar aquí después por el ascensor. So look at that. They both crossed down. Selling frenzy. Look at that. Exodus. Movement of the people. Another one is Omni. So all these are basically Power Ledger. Power Ledger is another one of those cryptocurrencies that were highly anticipated to have been doing, or at least they're highly expected to become very profitable over this year. Now, look at this. What does this mean? When the red crosses over the blue, it basically means, I thought it meant like a rise in prices. Doesn't that mean like a buying? Anyways, folks, the Ichimoku cloud system, from what I heard, is one of the best when you know it. You know how to do it well. So this is why it takes a lot of experience before you become a very good trader yourself, and you know how to use these tools by yourself. So watching videos on how to learn how to do this, why would you go to university to learn how to do this? It would be freaking waste of your time. University is good, folks. I'm not saying it's not. But if you go to YouTube, you have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of these videos. So your university professor that teaches 300 students and has 20 minutes for a half an hour a class to go over a topic, and then gives you an exam, and then gives you a degree, and you think you have as much experience as if you spent 16 or 50 hours or 200 hours doing this, watching videos on YouTube. So folks, you really become good on the basis of repetition. Practice makes perfection. So if you're interested in this type of stuff, I would say go to those kids on Instagram. They work a lot. They are really into it. And definitely they've made some folks quite a lot of money, 6 figures, and then again, you invest if you want. If you don't want to, then in that case, just retweet what they have. If not, learn and get in. If you're interested, in cryptocurrency, then definitely something that you should look into. I would say, look at the videos from Keith Waring, Superman, Crypto Oracle. As far as YouTube's concerned, they all their recommendations. The problem with those guys is every time they have so many followers. Every time they put a video out, the fucking cryptocurrency goes off the charts. It has a 50% up in its value within hours. There's people buying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of those particular cryptocurrencies minutes after those videos go out. So it's a freaking race, okay? So there's thousands of people watching lives, their streams every time they make an announcement on a cryptocurrency. So without a doubt, they have already bought bags of those cryptocurrencies every time they make a video on a cryptocurrency, because after it becomes 50% more, I've seen that consistently, at least 50% more within the next 24 hours, consistently. And then this actually has the effect, folks. If you think 50% is more, 2 to 4 days after, it's like 70% more, because people are watching the videos. This is the live stream, people watching it live that are starting to buy. So there's a lot of people that are listening. There's a lot of people that are watching, and a lot of people have a lot of trust in cryptocurrencies. And money moves quick. When you have a guaranteed 40% return on investment, there's people willing to invest $50,000 like this. And cryptocurrency is a quick way to put, hey, 5 Bitcoins. Let's put 5 Bitcoin purchase right now. Let's wait tomorrow. Sell it right away. Forget making more. It doesn't matter. 50. I'll just take 40% out of that. Okay, I made 2 Bitcoins in 24 hours. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't need 70%. I'll just make 2 Bitcoins in 24 hours. That's it. I'll wait till the next video. So bottom line, make a long story short, the information is worth far more than money. So you need to be there where the information is, and then you will have all the money you need and more.